On this episode of On the Set, I'm checking out Home Alone 3, the not needed sequel in the Home Alone franchise. Yeah, that's right, I said franchise. Why do they keep making these? This one doesn't even have Kevin in it. I mean, there are burglars and booby traps and stuff, but that's the only thing that's similar. Anyway, let's get into it. So, this group of criminals from a terrorist organization are at an airport in California, trying to sneak a microchip past security. The chip is a missile cloaking chip that costs millions of dollars that they apparently stole at some point. Anyway, they hide the chip inside a remote controlled car, and their bag gets switched and taken by an old lady named Mrs. Hess. So then, back in Chicago, because why wouldn't she be from the same town as Kevin, she gives the RC car to a kid named Alex for helping to shovel her driveway. Meanwhile, the criminals arrive in Chicago and search the neighborhood for Mrs. Hess to get the chip back. Alex sees the criminals checking out houses around the area and tries to warn the authorities, but it does no good. So then, he puts a camera on the car to spy on them, and of course, they trace it back to Alex's house. And during this whole time, his parents are conveniently just not home. His dad's on a business trip, and the mom is just MIA somewhere. After that, Alex finds the chip in the car and realizes that the criminals are after it. This is when shit gets real, when they try to break into Alex's house, wet bandit style. But thankfully, Alex is one step ahead and sets up some booby traps first. Are they as good as Kevin's traps? No, but here's a little montage of what happens.
Alice?
Some of them are pretty good, like the lawnmower falling on the guy's head and the spray paint in the one guy's eyes. I mean, it looks like they were trying to recreate some of the magic from the original movies, but it just didn't work. Anyway, once the criminals are all screwed up from the traps, some of which probably should have killed them, Alex makes his way to Mrs. Hess's house to find her tied up. Then the police and FBI show up to Alex's school, and they get taken back to the house to apprehend the criminals. One of them, Peter, who I guess is the leader of the group, hides out in a fort in the backyard and almost gets away until Alex's brother's parrot sets off fireworks, giving away his location. After the criminals are hauled away, Alex's family and some others celebrate. The end. Okay, so I really don't think they needed to keep on making these. I mean, there's 2 more after this one. But why? The traps were pretty good, and there were some funny moments, but overall, it could never capture the magic of the first 2 movies. Anyway, guys, that was Home Alone 3. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.